Hey guys, this is JC here with a very quick video. There will be another video that will come out later when I get more of this project done, and there will be it will work as both a tutorial and on how to make it yourself and how you can use this API if you really want to. But this is just a very basic prototype. But let's just dive into it. So you can clone it with standard procedures. There's a how to use within the repo on how you can get it up and running. It does require you to know a little bit of Python or be familiar with the command prompt. But once you have it up and running, or once you have your environment set up, you can open it up here. And we have a few main files, and the point of this project is to give you a scoreboard API for your game. It's on a REST API, so it's not something you can use for a real-time game, but it is something that you can use to track user scores very easily. And later on, you may be able to integrate it with something that's a bit more real-time, but to get it running, you just run a specific application called Uvicorn, which is going to be our local host service runner, and we're going to type in scoreboard-api.main : and we're going to use REST _ API, and then we're going to do -- reload. And what this does is it's a hot reload that allows me to update my application whenever I make a save. You wouldn't want to do this in a production environment, however, because it's slower and it causes stability issues. However, we have it up and running. We can see that it's being hosted on localhost 8000. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to drag this over here, and I'm just going to make a new window so it's nice and pristine, and we're just going to go over to localhost 8000. Cool. And so right now this isn't much, but it is running. This not found is saying, hey, like, we don't have a route set up for just our index route. And so this is saying that you got a 404 error because we haven't set up this route yet. And you can do that later. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to /docs. And what's really cool about Fast API, which is the tool we're using, is that it's auto-documenting. So we can see that we have two routes. We have a get and we have a post. Right now, the get is not set up to filter anything right now. That'll be something I have to do later. But we can try it out from within here, and we can execute it. Well, we have to pass in a level ID. So I'm just going to say level 1 because that is a level I know I have stored in my JSON file. And ta-da, you can see that we have 3 high scores for, okay, that's a bug. Oh, well, like I said, it's not filtering. Oh, that's right. It's not filtering anything right now. So it's going to send us everything. So even though this is required, it's still not filtering it. I'll have to fix that later. But what we can do is we can add a new high score the same way. So we can execute level ID, level 1. We're going to say user ID is Scott. Obviously, you'll want to have a more robust system than this, but this is just to get it going. And his score is also 42. And so we're going to execute that. And right now, it's just going to return result true. It doesn't return much. But we can go back up and we can run that again. We can use our get, and we will see that that we actually have it here. We have the full list, and Scott is in here. And we don't have to do it this way for the get calls. We can do this. Well, actually, we can just copy the request URL. And we can paste it into here and hit enter, and it'll give us the same data here, but it's not formatted nice. And so you can use the docs to do testing and stuff, which is really nice. Just looking really quickly at the script, We have our main.py. Our routing is in here. We're going to move that to a different file eventually. We're using the Fast API with Pydantic. Our models are formed using Pydantic. And then we have a service layer, which right now I have this stuff here. This is useless. We don't need it, but it's an artifact of when I was doing test stuff. It will call our data interface, which right now I'm directly implementing our data code. But what it's eventually going to do is it will redirect to a different data handler. This will essentially work as a facade for our data so that we can keep it clean and concise and easy to use. Our logic, we're not using that yet, but when we need to start doing anything transformative or making external calls to different APIs, we'll do it from within here. And that is our project. I have Hello World in here. This is just so that you can know that, okay, Fast API is working from a very simple standpoint. You don't have to worry if anything else is broken. And yeah, that's that. So definitely give it a look. Let me know what you think, and I will be making a much longer video later that will detail how to do all of this, how to design it, how to use it, and how to put it into your Unity game or whatever other game you are making. Thank you for your time and have a great day.